Welcome to a UFCW Local 1 Healthcare Fund Living Well program podcast, recorded in collaboration with HMC HealthWorks. I am Megan Stakowski, and joining us today is local Mohawk Valley yoga instructor and creator of Rebel Roots Yoga, Rebecca Spataro. Thanks so much for joining us today, Rebecca.
So happy to be here, Megan.
Well, I'm really looking forward to tapping into your 10-plus years of yoga experience and teaching yoga, along with your 1,000 hours of vinyasa yoga training and restorative yoga therapeutics training today.
Well, even though I've been a student for over 25 years, I'm still learning and practicing. No matter how much of an expert we become, we should always still be students.
Oh, that's good to know. And you know what? To be really completely honest with you, yoga and meditation is something that I've always been interested in, but never fully to get into, really able to get into it because it feels a little intimidating. What advice do you have for someone like me who has never tried yoga or meditation and thinks it's, a little bit out of my league?
Megan, that's a very fair concern that a number of people have. My suggestion would be that if they're truly interested, to talk to their friends about yoga teachers and studios that they like. If they are striking out on their own, talk to a yoga instructor or a studio about their concerns. Accessibility of yoga for those who might have a physical concern or limitation can be addressed and worked with by a very knowledgeable teacher. Also, there's some great videos online. Search for terms like gentle yoga and chair yoga, and you're bound to find something that you can try at home. The biggest thing with yoga is to listen to your body. If you are uncomfortable or in pain, just stop.
Yes, very true. And a good reminder that we can use the internet to look into or start practicing at home. How often do you recommend someone new to yoga or meditation practice?
Well, as with all new habits, you have to do it regularly to get into the routine. But there's no need to overstretch yourself mentally or physically. Don't add stress by trying to create this as a routine. So with yoga, start a few times a week, say for 30 minutes if you're doing it from home. But just be aware that most classes are 60 to 90 minutes. Meditation, start with 5 minutes. It's a very doable amount of time, and you can do that every other day or every day if you want.
I agree. I think setting aside 5 minutes a day is really achievable. Do you have any easy meditation or relaxation techniques that someone can do as they drive or head into work to help deal with anxiety?
Great question. One of the things we can do and have control over all the time is breath and breathing. Well, we don't want people checking out while doing tasks such as driving, so just be mindful. But by deepening the breath, we stimulate a relaxation response to gain control over anxiety. We're designed pretty well. That deep breathing is called diaphragmatic breathing, and it stimulates the parasympathetic system, our rest and digest state, rather than the fight or flight state, which is anxiety and stress-based.
Good advice. Controlling your breath is something we can do anytime, anywhere. What about those of us who struggle with turning off our brain? Do you have any tricks or tips to help them?
Absolutely, because I am one of those people. So what we do is we work with the brain and the activity of it. I know how hard it is to tune out or think of nothing. So rather than fight it, engage it. Focus on your senses. What do you see, hear, smell, feel, and taste? This gives the mind something to attach to. Also counting 1, 2, 3 helps with focus. A mantra, a phrase, or even a prayer to repeat can help you focus and meditate without the forced turning off of the brain.
Wow. Well, that's great to know. I mean, I always thought that to meditate, I had to completely clear my mind, and that seemed so overwhelming. It's great to know that I can meditate by really just focusing. I think that's something I could try. Is there any scientific evidence that proves yoga and meditation really does help us by lowering our blood pressure or reducing stress?
Oh my gosh, yes. So Google Scholar is one of my favorite ways to search for evidence. I love hard evidence as opposed to some flowery article. There are a number of studies that reference the positive physical effects of meditation and mindfulness on the body. However, physiologically speaking, our nervous system by and large works the same way. When you stimulate the parasympathetic system, you will get a decrease in blood pressure and heart rate. The effects are pretty immediate, but with a sustained practice, the effects last longer and longer, thus improving your overall body. But meditation and mindfulness are a piece of the puzzle. Incorporating whole food eating and exercise along with meditation and mindfulness will truly enhance your overall physical and mental health.
All right, you've convinced me. There are clearly so many benefits to trying yoga and meditation. What advice can you leave us with to help convince anyone that has any lingering fears?
Well, ask yourself why you have some trepidation. Is it anxiety-based? The idea of sitting still and trying not to think can bring on a wave of anxiety. Fear-based can also be a real thing. If you have suffered a trauma in your life, getting into your head can bring those feelings back up, especially if they were unresolved. So address these concerns before you start. Know what you are working with, why you are interested, and give yourself some love for trying. This might be a good time to talk to someone who can help lead you through meditation as well.
Again, great advice. Thank you so much, Rebecca, for sharing your time, expertise, and your passion for yoga and meditation with us today.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for having me.
And thanks everyone for listening. Stay tuned for more UFCW Local 1 and HMC HealthWorks podcasts.